Hi, everybody. It's Nicole, your HEYOKA empath. I want to do a video today, a very concise one, about masculine and feminine energies and why they're so important and how you can recognize when they're off. I'm Nicole Coleman, your HEYOKA empath. If you don't know what that is, a HEYOKA has a lifetime being very blessed with the ability to disrupt toxic energies in you just by being close to that HEYOKA. HEYOKA empath is also a giant mirror to see all your blind spots, not to mention the crazy insights and wisdom that we will be able to give back to you that you swear has your DNA on it. So if anyone wants a one-on-one or they want to understand and learn masculine energies, feminine energies even more, go to my site, NicoleColeman.com, and book me. Or go to the Valentine's party we're having, the Valentine's Release Your Shit house party, and book a ticket. Like, I don't know how many seats are left, but I would seriously do that if you want a chance to be with me one-on-one, role play, learn about dating and preps and masculine and feminine energies, because they rule the world. All right. So in this year, 2022, it's very important that we let go of the mentality that is connected to scarcity. Now, I want to just explain, first of all, why. We're letting go of the 3D world, which is attached to blame, shame, guilt, and anger. And we're transitioning into the 5D world, which basically is, as far as I'm concerned, instant manifestation. Now, the scarcity mindset is being locked in your reptilian brain, and the brain is wired for survival. Those that don't know, the reptilian brain has a fight or flight temperament. And so you will always see life and people and your experiences in this way. If they gain, I lose. Whoever gains loses, in a linear way, black, white, yes, no. And whatever you see is reflected in your thinking. And so why do we have a scarcity mindset? There's only one reason. Doesn't matter about your traumas, doesn't matter about your experiences, doesn't matter what you were taught. What matters is your masculine energy and your feminine energy is not in its right place. If you are a man, your feminine energy is way up here. And if it is way up there, then that means you'll be scattered. You won't be as organized. You'll have gobs and gobs of poetry and a lot of talky because you are saturated in your feelings, but you will not take the initiative so fast. You'd rather just let life happen to you or let the woman come to you. If she's having a bad day, you'll just wait till she gets over it and then she can come to you. So it's a non-action energy. Feminine energy in a man shoots himself in the foot because he loses his sense of drive. He also, because he's not plugged into his logic, masculine energy, loses his sense of self-confidence because the masculine energy is a risk taker. It's a doer. It's responsible. It's disciplined. So the man who is too far in his feminine energy, which means his masculine energy is not as developed or atrophied or handicapped, it means that he will not be any of those things. A woman whose feminine energy is non-existent, handicapped, or more closely frozen means her masculine energy is way up here. Well, when masculine energy is not in the career and it's in your own personal arena, because we need to be critical with our career, we need to be aggressive and ruthless and competitive with our career, sacrificial and dominating with our career, she will be dominating the relationship. She will also be sacrificial. And so as a woman, you'll be depleted. You'll be fixing everyone, doing everything for everyone. But you just won't find the importance of doing things for you. You'll start something for you, then you'll stop. You want to do this, but then you'll stop. You want to do this creative thing, but then it leaves you. And so as a woman, you are not plugged into your feminine energy. Well, what is feminine energy? Feminine energy is the law of attraction. Feminine energy is passively magnetic. Feminine energy is Empress energy. Empress energy is a thunder alchemist. That means she weaves her magic over everyone and everything and brings it to her. She is irresistible. She just has something that pulls you in. She also knows that she's plugged into the serendipity of life, the luck of life, the blessings of life, and that life loves her. And that, of course, she's going to get every single thing she wants. And it's only going to be the best of the best, because feminine energy does not let anything come before her feelings. And so since she lets her feelings and her energy, which is always high, come first, it also means that she's going to attract, through law of attraction, all that matches her. But when a woman is not in the feminine energy, she can only attract, as a strong woman, a weak guy. Because only opposites attract in relationships. Law of attraction, it's same. So if you are a strong woman and you're wondering, why is it that every man I attract is weak as fuck? That's why. Because there's only one pair of balls in the family that can run the household, and that would be yours. He's now dickless, and you've got that dick mentality. He's got a vagina mentality. And so, yeah, he won't be initiating plans. He could be lazy, or he could be overly fussy, but mostly he's weak emotionally. And so you don't even feel like lowering down your guard. You don't feel like putting your shield down and just crying, because you know he doesn't have the emotional strength, because you've been his nurse, his teacher, his shrink, his accountant, his therapist, his everything. And in that way, you will not be getting fresh energy from him. Your energy, which is made to light your ass, is spilling over to him, of which you absorb his baggage type energy. He has no energies to give you. He can give you breadcrumb energy. It's another reason why a lot of them are also non-committal. There is also another reason they're non-committal, and that's because when you left your former guy or husband, you swore off men. And when you're in that energy where you swear off men, and then you meet someone and you have a relationship after a year or a few months, you want to be very serious, you're casually having sex, but remember, you swore off men, you don't want a commitment. And so this man that you pulled in will not be committal. Not in 2 years, 1 year, or 7 years. It just won't be. Because that's what you drew to yourself. A feminine guy will always draw to himself a controlling woman who is very demanding and most likely not emotional, because it's hard for her to be vulnerable, except when she's on a period or she's like completely just broke everything. At that point, she's broken and she could be vulnerable. It's very important to understand this, because the whole mentality of scarcity comes from fear. And fear will only happen if you're not predominantly in your right energy. Earthborn man, masculine energy. Earthborn woman, feminine energy. Earthborn man, emperor energy. Earthborn woman, empress energy. It's not about us going back in time to the 50s or the 40s and thinking we're just going to wait for them to ask us. We don't wait, but we don't chase either. We attract, because feminine energy is an attraction, passively magnetic as fuck, irresistible pull of an energy. And that means she also feels very natural to take care of herself, to pamper herself, to be with people that enhance her environment, not to have them bleed off her. And the emperor is a go-getter. He is someone that says what he wants to do and does what he says he's going to do. He knows he's going to succeed before he starts. He's a risk taker. He starts salivating when he thinks about a risk. He loves it because he intends to win, and he always wins. If we can all get in our masculine and feminine energies, we will summon the strength of that. But you will not be in a fearful, you will not be able to get out of a fearful mindset if you are, as a woman, in a masculine energy. Because everything is going against your grain. You're not tapped into your strength. And as a man, you are saturated and drowning in feelings. You're not tapped into your logic, to your risk taking, to your confidence, to your I'm going to win it and that's it. And that's what perpetuates having more fear in life and having that kind of mentality, which means you're going to bring the opposite of the energy that you're in relationships, in which case there'll be a lot of takers, users, and stealers, because you'll feel spent, but you won't feel satisfied. You'll feel taken advantage of, but you won't feel content. You'll feel like you tried, but for some reason, you'll feel like you made a mistake. And then what happens? You don't want to trust your feelings anymore because you think your feelings led you there. But in your mind, you need to understand, love is not blind. Fear is blind. That's why it's used as a weapon to keep you from seeing things. Love always will sense things, but you choose to ignore that red flag. Love will always come just when it's welcomed, when it feels safe to do so, when you're in your right energies and your masculine and feminine energy is in a sacred union. Then you will find your pure match, and I will be so happy with you, silently happy for you.